All right, let's get her going. It's Friday, Off the Rails Friday, a real Kyper Bourne show. The Kypreos, Justin Bourne, Sammy McKee, Jake the Snake Schultz, Derek Brandeo, and Ethan Jaja. Gabor. We're live on Sportsnet 360, Sportsnet 590 The Fan, and streaming always on Sportsnet Plus. Also available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and if you are big fans of the show on YouTube, a thumbs up, please, for the three of us.
Thumbs up.
You're so good at doing that, Jaja.
It's really high end.
It kills me.
Sometimes I got this thing with names, right? So I don't know if like you were a big guy in the room, but like I like to fire up guys.
Yep.
So I'd go around the room and I'd pick names out, and sometimes a name would just strike me with. Do you remember Bobby Rouse?
Yeah.
Bob Rouse.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So for whatever reason, I go around the room and I'm like, come on, Huntsy, Dale Hunter. Come on, Bobo. Don Beaupre was our goalie. Hatchie, Kevin Hatcher. And then I get to Bobby Rouse. And I'm like, come on, Bobby Rouse. And guys would be looking at me like, what was that?
It's a Russian vibe to that almost.
And I'd like almost bark Rouse.
That's really good.
And then it got to the point where like there's a lot of pressure on me. Like the guy, we could not go out on the ice
so
without me giving a Bobby Rouse.
This is maybe the best part of being on a team is these things you form and develop that make it feel like family. And you're like, that's our thing. Do the thing.
And correct me, this was on the Capitals, right?
Washington Capitals.
Well, they do all this stuff they do now is bananas. Like they got one guy got the stick in the back of the guy's pants and he like barks like a dog and like they're like doing all these weird things. I love it. I love that stuff.
We would, after a game, go out to a bar. It'd be like 2:00 in the morning. And I'm like, I bump into Bobby Joyce, which Joyce doesn't come out like Rouse.
No.
But he'd be like 2 a.m. We're in a bar. And he's like, Kyper, give me a Bobby Rouse. I'm like, no, I'm not giving you a Bobby Rouse right now. Give me a Bobby Rouse. I'm like, can't you see I'm with someone right now?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's Bobby Rouse time.
Bobby Rouse.
Wow, if that's
you-
not off the rails, I don't know what it is.
And we're
right in
off.
the ditch.
And we're
We got Doug Mclean at the top of the hour.
Yes.
Plenty to discuss on your Toronto Maple Leafs Leaf Hour edition. So it is Friday. We've got no Kyle Tucker, no Bo Bichette, and the Leafs lose to Sammy's Vegas Mitch Marner team. That's not a great way to end the week.
I would say that I think I was pretty public about the hesitance with Kyle Tucker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being honest with the audience, that one really didn't get me. But Bo Bichette, I was trying to convince myself that I was going to be okay with that. But Bo Bichette is one of my favorite all-time Jays. He's been with the organization since he was basically 12 years old. He's come up through the whole system, Dunedin, Lansing, wherever, Buffalo.
Plays through injury, hit a three-run tank in Game 7 of the World Series.
It's just, yeah. And then, the Leafs last night can't hold a lead. They lose. I've been doing this a long. When's the good stuff happen?
Oh, how was your Jays experience? How was
Bad.
that playoff run?
Bad.
Oh, yeah, you had no fun.
Bad.
That's what it is.
But can I just have one championship ever? Or
You got the Raptors.
Just you. No other millions of fans out there. Just you.
No, not well. I like to think that I'm the representation of some fans.
If he had the jersey, it'd be McKee across the front.
Oh, yeah, right. It sucks. 24 hours. Like being a Toronto sports fan is a constant kick.
Being a sports
You know what
fan
also
stuff. Every team
sucks
loses.
for Leaf fans today? A 2-0 lead, a 3-1 lead, a 4-2 lead, and a 5-3 lead.
Yeah.
That's 4 separate 2-goal leads blown.
That was a good hockey game last night for quite a long stretch. Pretty good pace, good effort, good energy. I liked the Leafs a lot of that game. Pretty good hockey game all told. In the third period, I wrote about it today. That's on sportsnet.ca. I did a systems analyst on the way they play when they're protecting leads, which is really safe, conservative, bang it off the glass style hockey. And, they had some mistakes from guys who aren't great. Stetcher and Myers, I thought, stunk in the final period. Otherwise, God, that's a pretty good road game up until that.
Oh, I disagree. But I get the energy. I get the things that we see at times way better.
Mm-hmm.
That in itself is now consistently more appealing to us, right? But just the goals that they give up it looks a lot like what we saw earlier in the season, which I think is a concern. And if Joe Woll's off and not still ready to grab this net by the throat, there's going to be some issues here moving forward.
You've been on the goalie curse watch so far this year.
Yeah.
You write an article about the Stolars and the Toronto Star, and then he disappears.
No.
And then Wall's got to be the starter, and he has his worst game of the year. Stop writing about the goalies. Enough.
I think I nailed it.
Yeah.
Right? I think I nailed it.
Yeah, you did.
And I'm not putting it all on Joseph Woll last night, but it was coming off arguably one of the best efforts we've seen in his Leaf career going into Colorado. And buddy, if you're not going to do that and be that rock who can't find 4 different ways to protect a 2-goal lead, then I don't know where this team's headed.
There's a lot of teams in the league that have good goalies and have done well on the backs of that goalie. And I think of Hellebuck in Winnipeg. And, I know I make this point a lot, but it's like the goalie gets to play too. Like, they're allowed to have a better goalie than you. That's part of how they built their team. And I think the Leafs are built somewhat like that. They're allowed to have a good goalie. So when he's not good, it's ugly. It's ugly. I also think, a couple things hurt them last night, but Philip Myers being involved in a lot of that stuff last night drove me crazy. I got a lot to say about coaching too, so I know we're going to get into it all, but
say it.
Well, I thought it was a poorly coached game. I thought the use of personnel was way off to me. I didn't like anything they did in the last 10 minutes. Out there at the end of the game, you got Nyes and John Tavares, Lawton sitting on the bench. You got Philip Myers out there with less than 5 minutes left. You just got too many minutes for too many guys who are not defensively responsible. Didn't like it.
All right, let's go to Craig Berube on last night's game in Vegas, and we'll pick up that conversation. Clip one.
Just a couple of mistakes in the third period. I mean, we give up a 2-on-1. We take a penalty. No need for that penalty, and they scored again. And then, the goalie out. I mean, we just the tying goal. I mean, it's tough. Like, we have a broken stick, and you can't cover everybody. So that was a tough play, but 7 seconds. But we didn't finish them off. I think we can probably do a better job in the third period of, just managing a little bit better than we did. We can't give up that 2-on-1, and, there's no need for that penalty either.
Yeah, to your point on the game-tying goal with 7 seconds to go, like, I think it was Tavares, just, you got to come in the middle.
You do.
You got to come in. You cannot worry about the guy on the outside at that point.
Make him pass it through seams before you let him pass it right into the bumper. That's no good.
And I thought Tavares was better last night. I thought he had better energy. He was around the net a little bit more.
The thing he said in that answer there, which to me is maybe part of the concerning thing that you said, it's like we have to manage it better. Mm-hmm. And it feels like that's the mandate going into these third periods that has led to so many of these how many leads have they blown in
They're
the third
the worst
period?
in the league at protecting a third period lead.
And they are. The managing part of it is not the right verbiage for me. Mm-hmm. Like, you can manage it, you can try to win, but you still have to play hockey. And it feels that they just start playing a different sport when they're up late in these third periods.
And so that to me is part of the coaching thing too, where I know I was all over our group chat last night, kind of freaking out a little bit about
active group chat night.
Matthews wins 3 draws in a row under 5 minutes left in their own zone, and they iced it, turned it over, and it went out of play. It's like they didn't try to make one pass. They just smashed it off the glass. And it's like, You can't panic. Like, that's what bad teams do. Grab it, look up, take a stride. You need to continue to play, and I feel like the managing it is get it out of our end. Just it's a grenade. It's like, guys, keep playing. I thought they broke the puck up well, or broke it out well prior to that.
I know we got tons to get into, including Mitch Marner, of course, but just coming out of that loss, coming out of Utah now, back to a little concern with the rest of the schedule. They got Winnipeg Saturday. You got a very busy week.
1-4 in a row, by the way, Winnipeg now.
Yeah. So, like, is this make or break, fork in the road again time?
Well, funny, we said going into this road trip, maybe it was on the desk, you and I said this, but we looked at the 4 games ahead. Might have been on the show even, where you said they got to get 5 points.
Monday, you said that.
Or the 8 points available. If they get 5 points, it's a success. And I was like, yeah, if you get 4 out of this, you're not dead, but it's not whatever. Can't get 3 was the end of the conversation.
Can't get 3.
So they got 3 of 6. You win the next game. You leave with 5 of 8. Pretty good trip. Like, a lot hinges on Winnipeg.
A lot hinges. You're right. And not a great time to be playing the Winnipeg Jets right now, but
they're hungry.
That doesn't really matter. But you can't go back home Saturday night with just the one win in the one game you weren't supposed to win. No.
I mean, pretty good trip. If you come home and you've beaten Colorado, beaten Winnipeg, got a point in Vegas, like, you go, all right. But, yeah, it looks a lot different with a loss.
And the Buffalo Sabres win every night, and every other game goes to overtime.
I got to tell you, I love that outcome for the standings last night. Like, just a little bit of a pucker up for the Montreal Canadiens, and the Sabres climb up a bit. I think that's pretty fun.
And, yeah, the Bruins, by the way, I think have won 7 of 8 and 5 in a row. So they win every night, too.
Okay.
God. Yeah, I mean,
5 in a row.
It's really frustrating.
Yesterday, of course, was a lot of the build-up towards a reunion game. I don't know what they labeled it, with Mitch Marner and the Leafs.
Someone called, I think, Jonas, the Marner Bowl.
Okay, the Marner Bowl. I didn't feel it as much as others did, but I did. It kicked in right at the start of the game for me. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I don't know why, but I didn't pick up on it as much as I felt it right before puck drop, and it did feel different. It did have playoff type of vibe, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know. It probably brought everything I thought it would. I didn't see the booze coming, not to that degree.
Oh, I did.
On the road?
Of course.
Not on the road.
I said it yesterday on the show. Yeah. He's going to get booed there. Yeah,
all right.
I saw
but
that coming.
Thought we'd hear a few, but it was pretty, noticeable all night.
You know, I think watching Marner over all these years and, how big – I think big games can be a challenge for him because he can't take it to the game with a power game, a Nate McKinnon, whatever, but he operates within the game. You know, he's
pretty
insidious.
Consistent last night in his game, and I thought it was a typical Mitch Marner game where within an inch he's looking at 3 primary assists, which would have been a hell of a night.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think he was anything special. I don't think he was bad. I thought, but I'm just saying the way he plays, in a big game, he's never going to come out and be runs a guy over, beats a guy wide, takes it to the net. So it kind of happens within the traffic and as the game goes on, and, it kind of has to, it's just the Marner way. So in the big game sometimes, I think that's been hard because the game doesn't always come to him, but he is able to have such an impact on games when it does. That makes sense.
I think that's really well said, but other than the assist that didn't count, I didn't really notice him at 5-on-5. I thought that the boos were getting to him. He was trying to get rid of the puck as quickly as he could.
It would have bothered me. I don't know.
Did you feel that when he had the puck on his stick? He was not carrying it nearly as much as he
I can't believe that it didn't bother him, or it wouldn't have bothered anybody.
Sure.
And I tell you, if I'm Vegas, the owner, I'm pissed.
Just a ticket sales, the way that works.
Just I don't know. It's upsetting to me in my own building where I signed a star player that he would have to deal with that at home. You take them on the road, go back to Toronto this week or next week, and all bets are off. But to hear that in my own building would have bothered me if I was the owner.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Probably
You just don't know what you can do about it. But
No,
yeah,
nothing you can do. But under those circumstances, still, like, listen, it's not Toronto anymore. He's playing with Riley Smith, who's way past his expiration date, and Dorofeyev, who has almost all his goals on the power play and can't play a lick of 5-on-5, in my opinion. And it's not Austin, and it's not 25 minutes. You talk about coaching. They're down 3-1, and there's a minute and a half, 2 minutes with a face-off deep in the Leafs zone, down 3-1. Cassidy's got Eichel doesn't see the ice for the rest of the period. Stone doesn't see the ice for the rest of the period. Marner doesn't see the ice for the rest of the period. I'm watching Kolasar. I'm watching Bowman. Like, he wants 4 lines.
Although last night he didn't succeed at that. I was actually just checking before we came up. 3 of their guys barely played. Lazinski, that's a guy. Reinhart and Holtz were all sub 10. So, but yeah, typically I think that's the case, right?
It's just it's the when too, right?
Yeah.
It's just not
Marner
the
got
actual
22-23 last night.
I just, maybe the Vegas is just really, like, it's an eye opener. Like, I've watched them, but you haven't watched it like that versus the Leafs in a big game like that. And like, Marner's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but they just have, dare I say, way better guys than him that you want on the ice in these bigger situations. Like, Mark Stone was unbelievable last night. That guy, every time he's on the ice.
Jack Eichel, I thought, was nowhere to be found for the first half of the game.
But he certainly was there to be found
Third
for the
period,
second half of the game.
he kicked it in.
Yeah.
He kicked it in.
1 and 3 for 4 points, 25 minutes ice time, 5 shots.
But
all of it when he pushed himself.
My point is, watching it play.
Hold on. Are you not identifying Vegas Matthews?
Oh, yeah. I just blew right past that. Continue.
No, I'm good. I got it in.
It's an effort.
I don't know. Yeah,
guy?
he just sometimes he waits. To me,
I just think that I understand Marner's lesser role on that team because there's better guys than him on that team, and here it wasn't necessarily the case. Like, I'd rather have Stone on the ice in a big spot.
It's just different. It is.
It is something that he's not playing with those guys more often. You know, Mark Stone, he was 24 minutes last night. I don't know, but it is going to be interesting to see how that settles.
Their defense, Pietrangelo gone.
Yeah.
Good Pietrangelo, not the one that was playing like at 60%. Yeah. They're going to need some help back there, and they have no goaltending.
Yeah. Hannafin, Theodore, Lozon, Korzak, Whitecloud, Hutton is not.
No.
You know, when they won the cup, it was a little more of a complete package there.
Stacked.
Yeah.
Give us the line on Willie's night last night, JB.
William Nylander. Let's see here. 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points, +2, 2 minutes of ice.
That's pretty good.
2 minutes and 17 seconds of ice time.
Sucks.
He's like a pitcher. I'm out of here. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody.
Just pitches 1 inning, throws 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. Good thing he's not Brendan Little. He was.
He had it.
He was electric.
He had it.
He took that one to heart.
What do we see? Like,
He's got a sprained ankle.
Ankle, knee.
It's ankle.
Before it was his
Groin's a
groin.
worry.
No, yeah, I don't know. He had a bad groin.
Because like
I thought
sometimes
it was ankle.
both.
No. I'm not saying what it is now,
Right.
but in the past, I think it was a groin that he was dealing with.
Because when you tweak stuff, even funny, I don't know if you've pulled your groin before, but you can pull it sneezing. You can once you've got it, like it's just a nagging thing. Be really bad, and I've said this to you guys, I know, but like one of the worst parts of having a bad start to the season is that now if you get hit with injury luck, you're just toast. They just can't afford to be without Willie for.
All right, let's get Craig Berube's thoughts on Kipper's clipper on Willie. Clip 3.
Lower body. Well, it's hard. He was back playing great, and then now he's out again. So we'll see how long.
I think I put another one in there from today. Maybe I didn't. But he just said that like he doubtful for Saturday. We'll see how it goes. He's like, I was sort of hesitant last time to say it wasn't that bad, and now he's not saying that. So he's going to miss some time again, probably.
In the worst stretch of the season.
That's really bad. Well, like last night, that's the type of difference where not saying he does anything. I don't know if he scores another goal, but he
wins it in overtime.
Well,
we know that.
And he at least has the puck sometimes instead of it being in the D zone. Like he can have that influence.
Should we talk about overtime?
Yes.
They're terrible in 3-on-3, and it could cost them the playoffs. How many times have they lost overtime?
Morgan
now? 10
Rielly's
times?
decision to shoot that as the last man back from a bad angle and shank it wide was atrocious.
I don't disagree with that for 1 second, but Jack Eichel and Austin Matthews behind the net are side by side. How Jack Eichel gets up the ice and Austin quits, you'll never give me an explanation on that. That to me was the 3-on-3 play that stuck out the most for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine if there's an effort thing there that I didn't see, and that's very, very possible. But yeah, because he does beat him way up the ice.
Like he's not even in the picture. You were beside him, behind the net.
And that's fine, and that can be a separate thing. The mistakes happen. Cowan doesn't make a good play with the puck. Rielly shanks it. Then Rielly back on the 2-on-1 blows a tire and slides into the corner. Like there's a whole bunch that goes wrong there. It was ugly.
I think he had been a 40 or 50 second shift to start overtime. There was one shift off, and then he was out there for 1:16. I mean, you've played. You can't convince yourself to get he's dog tired. They're sending him out.
Eichel's the fastest guy in the league.
Then that goes back to the coaching.
It does. But the thing is, they're trying to win the hockey game, and he doesn't trust anybody else in 3-on-3. They don't. Every time they put Domi out there on 3-on-3, we can complain.
Game over.
So he puts out Matthews.
I will say the Leafs lack forwards who can defend. They really do. And that's one of the ways you're playing Mitch Marner on the other side, a guy who was someone you trusted on both sides of the puck. You know, you picked up Michelli, who now is coming around on the offensive side of things, but he's never going to be good defensively. Domi's no good defensively.
So the Leafs have lost 8 overtime games. Just want to look that up.
I think they've been better with their back pressure, but past that, you're right. It gets tricky for them.
Yeah, and even Nyes doesn't think about it a ton. It's not Willie's, bread and butter. John Tavares is not a dyed-in-the-wool defensive center. It's not in the psyche.
A lot was made out of Austin Matthews' interview.
With Masters?
With Masters.
Yeah. Loved it. You didn't love it?
I thought it was absolutely, done talking about this. We have said everything I have to say.
Did that surprise you that he would be that definitive?
We've seen him have moments like that in the past. I wasn't surprised to see. Were you surprised you?
Yeah, it kind of surprised me a little bit. Even Mark Masters mentioned, and then Luke Fox tweeted as well, Marner kind of slipping a puck as the two left warm up. And I don't know. I mean, mention it, don't mention it, but people like that, right? I
don't blame Mark for asking the question.
I don't either. At the end of the day, I don't either, because
he
first
got
of all,
great answer.
I don't know about the great answer.
Well, he got one that we're talking about.
I don't. Hold on.
What's he supposed
hold
to say?
On.
My dear beloved Mitch.
No. Listen, I didn't particularly like it or find it necessary for Austin to be so standoffish on the whole Marner thing. Okay, I think I don't think that was the time to be dismissive or uninterested
That's
in
the exact
Mitch
time. It's
Marner.
right before the game. That's the time to be dismissive.
Listen, there's different ways that you can do it really quickly and still make your point, but
like how?
Yeah, maybe he's just trying to throw me off my game, but we're really focused on tonight, and we really feel like the most important thing is the 2 points, and that's where our heads are at. Boom, gone. Whatever it is, I don't really want to talk about Mitch Marner. And I'm like, well, first of all, it is a big deal. And
But he's
second of all,
that.
Where did he answer that? He did not answer that like on live television.
I've seen him 7 times say, we're good buddies.
Then say it 8. You're the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs. You are the spokesperson.
Bend the knee and kiss the ring.
No,
Mitch is
it's
back.
not. No, it's not. God. It's just take the high road. That's all. You don't need.
Whose feelings got hurt? Mitch's?
It's nobody's feelings have gotten hurt. It just makes you look like you're like, okay, so
Leafs fans were happy to see their captain competitive.
No. Leaf haters, Marner haters were happy. Sam's happy. Okay. But this is also a guy that is your biggest contributor in breaking a major record on a historic Toronto Maple Leaf team. Like, I don't know, just say something a little nice for just a token.
You 5 minutes in the morning praising him and telling what a great player he is.
But it's not on TV, and it's not during the game.
But every clip's floating around. It's been on social media, on TV.
This is the exact stuff that was frustrating about the Marner thing, where it's like he hasn't been paid enough due for his...
it's not. It's not. It doesn't matter if it's Marner. It doesn't matter whoever it is. Wayne Gretzky would never do that. Mark Messier would never do that to an ex-teammate. Nobody. Matt Sundin wouldn't have done it. Wendell Clark wouldn't have done it.
I don't know about these assumptions. Okay. You're talking about some pretty competitive guys there.
I don't really want to talk about that. Hey, he's coming back next week. So, hey, Mark Masters allowed to ask him again about Mitch Marner next week, or is that now off limits? Did he draw the line now last night? Did he say, I'm sick of it. I'm not talking about it anymore.
It was before the game. They're going to have opportunity to talk about it not before the game.
Okay, so there's just certain times. So maybe somebody should have gone up to Mark Masters and said, don't ask him about Mitch Marner.
Mark did the right thing. He asked him, and Mitch did Austin did the right thing, said, I'm done talking about Mitch.
I just found it dismissive and unnecessary.
We do not agree.
I thought it was wonderful.
All, right? I know you did because...
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's all, how could we hate Mitch? It's all our fault. Like,
It's not.
It's just us.
Hey,
Mr. Perfect Mitch, just kiss the toes.
There's a C on your jersey. Just be good. Just.
I would argue that is the most captainly thing he's done as a.
Well, I'd also say, for what you've wanted Austin Matthews to do and be, you haven't generally looked for more kindness. You haven't said, I just wish he were more thoughtful about the opposition.
I think there's, as a captain, and, JT Miller's running through the same thing. It's like people watch, people pay attention to how you carry yourself. And as a spokesman, as a captain, right, just didn't need to kind of beat it down.
I think we should turn the page.
We do not agree.
Yeah. We do not agree.
Yeah. We do not agree.
That's okay.
We do not agree.
I'm a little older.
Would you like to hear Morgan
agree.
Riley's thoughts?
Yeah, let's hear Morgan Riley's thoughts are great.
All right, let's get Riley on playing Marner.
You said you weren't quite sure what it would be like. You were treating the game normally going up against Mitch. What was it kind of like seeing out there?
Yeah, it was normal. Nothing.
More of the same.
All right.
Oh, how could he? How could he
I honestly didn't
Mitch
know that was
like
what
that?
The clip was.
It doesn't matter.
I had no idea that clip either.
Yeah.
What kind of about Stolars? He speaks. He lives.
What do you say, Sammy?
Well, let's play the clip.
It was just a nerve issue. So it was just something that, I had to kind of let settle down a little bit. So, at the end of the day, it's, not ideal and not what you want, but I'm feeling good now and ready to go.
So does a little bit mean 2 months?
It's crazy.
Just needed to settle down a little bit.
You've
2
missed
months.
half the season. Could we get some seriousness about the whole?
Could you?
So what's a lot to him?
Could you just play the start of that again for us, Derek?
It was just a nerve issue.
Oh,
was it the worst nerve issue of all time?
My nerves fell out.
What nerve?
It was just a nerve issue.
It's but I will say it is nice to hear what the issue was. And from the beginning, I'm not sure why they couldn't be like, he's got a nerve issue. We sort of don't know when those get better. We're just going to kind of play it by ear. It would have saved a lot of us being like, concussion? Is it a spine?
Yeah.
Is it, but yeah, okay, nerve issue.
November 11th was the last game he's played.
You make a valid point. Like if you're going to say it now, why not 6 weeks ago?
What's the difference?
What is the difference?
But I do think that in that time they've changed their personal policy. They're disclosing a little bit more of what's going on. So we will take the crumbs and grow. Thank you for the crumbs. We'll take them.
Not ideal and not what you want, but
Well said.
But like you're right though. Like it just sort of underscores the fact that they could have just told us that.
Before we go, do you want to hear anything from Mitch before we get to?
What is your clip?
I don't know.
We got 5 clips.
Oh, we already did the firing the puck at him and warm up.
Listen, I was in a really bad mood today with Bo and the Leafs losing to Marner and all this stuff.
He made Jaja do
I
the
didn't
work.
make Jaja do it. I couldn't do it.
Oh, yeah?
I couldn't bring myself to cut the
So
clips.
none of us know what any of these 5 clips
I
are.
might take my headphones out, quite frankly. I don't know if I can do this. I'm in a bad way.
What's the guy's name?
You still are the
soccer
producer
manager?
of this show, right?
Yeah, no, I got Jaja now.
Okay. All right. Jaja, ask him for more money, buddy.
Yeah.
Or part of his salary. You want to go to break?
Let's go to break and go to calls.
What do we got, Sammy, after the break? Leaf line?
Yeah, we got some calls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got some calls.
All right.
You're going to love them.
Leaf line and then Doug Mclean, top of the hour. It's Off the Rails Friday.
Pick up the phone and start dialing.
Welcome back to the program. Nick Kypreos, Justin Bourne, Sammy McKee, top of the hour, Doug Mclean. Tons to get into with Mac, including the New York Rangers, with another letter to the fans.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, did I mess up my mic? Do I sound normal? I hit a whole bunch of buttons on this thing.
Sound good to me.
All right, great. Yeah, another letter from the Rangers fans. That's fun. For the Rangers fans.
All right, Sammy, what do we have? A Leaf mailbag?
No, we got the Leafs line.
Oh, Leaf line. That's right. Got all these.
Let's go. I mean, let's go for, we'll go for Mikey in Long Island because I hate myself.
Is anyone going to point out the hypocrisy of the Leafs fans being praised for traveling to Vegas and booing Marner after years of calling us barbarians on the island for booing Tavares? Love the show. Love Kyper.
Wow, that's probably the first one in 2 years that you put one where they're not.
Not a Sammy
It's
first.
not a Sammy. Why isn't Sammy in the name of the show?
Love Kyper.
That's so unfair. That's so unfair.
Listen, I didn't mind the booing. I don't mind booing per se. Okay, forget about Marner and Lee, but it's just part of the right every fan has to go to a game, and I gotta believe that whether it's Mitch or anyone else who might be a little bit more sensitive to it, man, it should just thicken your skin a little bit, It should just make you that much tougher and more resilient.
I will say, so I think this caller is my boy, Mikey from Long Island. I think he wants some validation for Islanders fans for booing Tavares all these years and continuing to boo.
Boy, it is always about the Leafs, though, eh? Mikey from Long Island calling into a Leaf show to get his little Leaf thoughts off. Like, think about us more, bud. Holy smokes, embarrassing.
Hey.
That's
He's
embarrassing.
thinking about Islanders fans.
Oh,
He wants
yeah. Oh, the big Leaf show.
They,
what are we going to call them?
the thing that Islanders fans are most proud of is that they booed Tavares so mercilessly that Toronto declared John Tavares Day in the city.
One of the most
Which
embarrassing moments
is
in the
one
history
of our
of this city.
greatest shames as
Clearly.
a city.
Yeah.
That happened. Like
Mitch, they'll be like, they'd go to the city hall in Vegas. They'd be like, who's Mitch Marner?
But Islander fans,
does he have a residency?
See, Wayne Newton's backup dancer?
Tavares leaving the Islanders compared to Mitch leaving Toronto, like Tavares leaving the Islanders was like a bullet through the head. No one saw it coming. Mitch, we had talked about Mitch leaving a year in advance. It's not really apples to apples.
Yeah, I mean,
right? I mean, Tavares misled really at the end of the day. He had quotes that said, I'm not thinking about leaving.
There's no, I mean.
And Mitch never did that.
No, but he did say, of course he'd like to stay and all that sort of stuff. And with Tavares, there was no certainty that he was coming back. It was tense times for Islanders fans. So
No, everybody thought he was coming back. Nobody thought he was going to leave. And that's what really stung them.
Yeah, I think some people thought he might. I don't know. I thought he might.
I will say that I would like to put it on the record that I have never been against the Islanders fans for booing John Tavares. This city talking about anybody getting booed for a long period of time is always hypocritical to me. Like, we booed Vince Carter literally mercilessly for his whole career until we put his number in the rafters, for God's sake. So, like, I don't have any problem with any fan base booing any player. I honestly give the Islanders fans credit for still doing it. Like, that's real fandom. They care. I love that. So,
but it's like it happened yesterday to them.
I love it.
They're really upset.
And that's what it's going to be like.
I didn't think it was going to be like that. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. I remember talking to Clark.
It's the misleading part.
Gillies, and him being like, he was on board with the booing.
It used to work before where you could fake that you wanted to stay and then just leave. But then social media took over.
I think he's going to get booed mercilessly on next Friday.
Oh,
I do.
It's tough to think anything but that after
and
on the road.
And knowing what we know about him, I think of a lot of guys in the league that it would probably affect him a lot. No?
I think probably yes, but I don't think that precludes him from getting 4 assists or something.
No. He can still be good.
Yeah.
He can still miss the net with a muffin and have a tap in for an assist.
Oh,
okay.
Part of the plan, Sam.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm going to fan on this one and have a guy poke it in. What a primary assist.
Oh, he stunk, Sammy? Thank God he's gone.
Didn't notice him once 5-on-5.
He's no Michelli.
Jelly B from Eastern Ontario.
My opinion, the loss in OT can be blamed solely on bad coaching decisions. These would have included playing Morgan Riley, especially in overtime, playing Johnny T in Austin while trying to hold on to a lead 6-5, and blaming the loss post-game on a bad penalty and a broken stick. Give me a break. My other observations based more on the season to date. Seems to me the best players during 60 minutes somehow don't count when it comes to the times in the game when it matters most. Coaching priority appears to be the highest paid, longest serving players get the ice time in critical times, and the rest, who have busted their asses the entire game, get to sit and watch from the bench while the stars give the game away. The fans seem to have noticed this. How come management hasn't? Great show, gentlemen. Appreciate your comments. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Did Ian just get that in after JB's comment on questionable decisions?
When you were saying that, I was like, poor Ian and Jelly B. He's so
really?
pissed off. Because he's almost like, not word for word, but a lot of the same points.
I'm like scrambling right now to find Morgan Riley's 3-on-3 stats this year, but there may be a reasonable case to be like, he's just not.
He made one great stick play earlier in the game.
Yeah, he did.
To set up the power
that.
And he went to the well again.
Oh, on the defensively, you mean, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he stripped a guy, yeah.
Yes. I think he made one great play on Mark Stone earlier on a 2-on-1, if I'm not mistaken. And then in overtime, leaving your feet is, especially in 3-on-3, leaving your feet is a horrific decision.
Okay, in 3-on-3, Morgan Riley has been on for 1 goal for and 5 against. So he's -4 in overtime. No one else on the team.
No one else that can lug the puck up.
Do you want to know what Oliver Ekman-Larsson is?
+4.
+5. 5 goals for, 0 against in overtime. So OEL's first over the boards for me from now on. And then I don't know who else. McCabe, what's McCabe? 0-2 for McCabe. It's tough after that, man.
Troy's boys now? Are we down to Troy's boys?
I got to tell you, Troy's having a tough time.
What?
Yeah. It's starting to.
It's starting to catch up a little bit.
Not that he's bad.
You can't go from.
I denounce this conversation.
You can't go.
He had
from,
an assist last night, even on the ledger, 3 block shots, bunch of hits, taking hits to make plays, battling his bag off out there. He's struggling. He's struggling.
20 minutes a night for Troy Stetcher
Denounce
is not. You can't go from being claimed on waivers to 20 minutes a night.
Well, you know,
for a contending team.
Eventually,
who's the contending team?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, not the Leafs.
That's my point. Is that I guess you can when you're not a deep team, Sammy. Right?
Yeah.
That's why he's playing 22 minutes because
Brandon Carlo played 3 minutes less than him. Riley played 3 minutes less than him. Phil Myers. Sell all my stock.
It's Benning.
Sell all my stock.
I'm out.
I sold my house on Myers Island earlier this year at a loss.
I'm out.
Let's go to one of our favorite, Luis in Moncton. Let's go to Luis in Moncton.
I'm incredibly annoyed and shocked at the fact that during the Colorado game, when Nick Robertson got hurt, that it wasn't blown down. People were skating around him to get to the net. Why wasn't that blown down? We have no idea at the time whether he was unconscious, whether he was bleeding out, or anything else for that matter. I just would like to know why it wasn't stopped.
Because Luis,
great call.
Part of it is that we've got a lot of guys that fake stuff. We got a lot of bluffers out there. We got a lot of guys that are looking to blow down a play, and that's the discretion of the official.
So they won't until your team gets the puck, essentially. Like if there's still live scoring chances, they won't blow it down.
It's not soccer. I don't know that there's that many bluffers.
No, but that is the rule. Like
it is the rule for sure. But I don't think there's a ton of fakers.
But there would be more if
we had to go to an embellishment call. Don't tell me that there's not bluffers.
But there's always been embellishment.
We also had to flag down.
But more teams, more bluffers.
Okay,
that's
fair. That's fair.
If you could stop the onslaught of the opposition by laying on the ice, that would happen a lot. So they just got to wait.
Timmy Stutzla tries, that's for sure.
Clear the carcass until your team gets the puck, unfortunately. You're shorthanded.
Stutzla tries, that's for sure. All right, let's do some more Marner. Bill in St. Catharines.
3 stars of the first half hour on Thursday are Mr. Bourne, Mr. Kypreos, and Sammy, I'm afraid you're last, buddy, because you are a jilted lover. If I've ever seen one, you are a jilted lover. Bill in St. Catharines. Great show, boys. Bye.
Thank you.
Does he know you're at the top of the standings on the Valley Cup?
No, I'm not. Borny is
are you?
way
Is it
ahead.
you?
Oh, yeah.
Not by much.
Oh,
but,
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in the basement. But, I really like that call.
I know you did. Were you going to
You are a jilted lover.
Let's go to Monty from Clyde River, Nova Scotia.
When you score 4 or 5 goals a game, and you don't need a Dougie Hamilton, although it wouldn't hurt us, we need D-man that puts people on their can. A guy like Luke Shin or someone comparable. You need opponents forwards looking over their shoulders, half terrified to go into the corners. I had a little story for you. Forget the Ballard curse. I think it might be me. I was 9 years old when I watched my first NHL game. The Leafs won the Cup the very first game I ever watched. Boy, oh boy. Been watching every game or listening to it on the radio for the last 57 years. I thought maybe Clark, Dougie, and the gang might do it, but no. Hence the disliked high stick on Dougie. Sick to my stomach after that game last night. 57 years a true fan, but if they trade Cowboy, I'm done. Take care, fellas.
Ooh, love the call,
If they
Monty.
trade who?
Love
Cowboy.
Oh,
yeah. Love the passion.
And I got to tell you, man, there's no better people than the East Coast. I just love that
And-
call. That's a great passion for it.
Monty's right. Like, under no circumstances does Easton Cowan go anywhere.
No.
I'm sorry, but, like, do whatever you need to do.
Absurd circumstances.
Try your best, but that prospect is off limits.
Here's an insane thing to say.
Say it.
Would you do like Cowan for Elias Pettersson?
No.
Or like
No.
no chance. No.
Zero.
No chance.
Less than zero.
You know, I'm trying to
Cowan-
think, is there a good enough star that you're like,
Cowan
yeah.
is going to be in your top 6 for the next 12 years.
Yeah, and he has to play very well from here till earning anywhere near that money.
I
so.
feel bad for him, too.
He's
And
young, playing against those big Vegas boys. He looked a little out of his depth last night.
if it's a
He
deep
didn't want to go
team,
get that one, did he?
like, if it's a deep team, there's an argument that he's with the Marlies.
Mhm.
And you said it earlier in the season. If the team, he should be with the Marlies, and he wasn't because he's still good
One of their
enough
12 best.
He's still good enough to contribute in a pretty important way. But it just speaks to the lack of depth that they have, that they got to go to that kid and make him feel bad for taking a penalty. That is a learning experience for him last night.
Yeah, you'd rather
Okay?
him learn it
And he
against the
feels like a-
Laval Rockette.
and he feels like a bag of crap today
Yeah.
as a guy that is thinking, did I cost the team the game last night? And
He's
it's
so good.
It shouldn't be that way. It's him learning to be a NHLer.
I'm really excited to see him with 2 more years of man strength and ability.
You
and just-
know who I
he's
see
gonna be
for him?
who?
This like top end outcome is sort of that Braden Point where you're, low center of gravity, competitive, get points, like a
Haggles.
I don't think he'll ever be as
not ceiling-wise
talented.
points,
Yeah,
but
Haggle's the comparison I like.
well, yeah, Hagel's just got that
I
tenacity. That like
don't know if
You
he'll
don't think
ever
he's-
be as durable as Hagel.
so not as good as Point, not as
He's never going to be a heavy guy.
durable. Yeah,
He's not heavy. And I don't know, Tyler Bertuzzi.
I don't like that outcome. You know why I disagree with that? Cowan, the way that Marner plays within the play
Yeah.
and can see it really well,
Yeah.
Cowan does that. Not to Marner's
Yeah.
level, but he sees it well. Bertuzzi's like a goal crease Hyman Light type to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I see what
Yeah,
you're
he'd
saying.
be
like,
higher end Tyler Bertuzzi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take a more versatile.
I liked Hagel better. Let's go to, you're going to really like this one. Let's go to Colin from Rosslyn, BC.
Yeah.
I fully agree with the Boo Marner sentiment at the home game. What I want to know is this. Do the Leafs do a tribute for Marner, a video tribute? And even if you don't think it's a good idea, maybe they should do it just to give the crowd the opportunity to boo him for an extended period of time.
They'll applaud him.
I would love to see that. Love the show, guys.
But
go Leafs.
They don't do a video tribute to.
Oh my God!
The most him and Austin are going down as the two greatest Leafs.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I mean great. Whatever you think's great means the highest skilled, the most successful production guys. I mean, great. I don't know where you put that in the playoff picture, but they're going down as two of the very best. So, like, how do you miss that opportunity?
Yeah, like I think they have to do it. You have to do it.
Yeah.
But on a night where he's going to be getting booed, I wonder if fans take this one moment
have to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
It means what it means.
You want to do it because you're going to get
question.
killed if you don't.
I don't know. Like,
you think there's a chance that they don't do it and they and nobody says a word about questioning it?
No, I think that's why they have to do it. He's gonna get booed all night long.
Player that gets moved on gets it.
Engvall got a tribute video here.
He's going to get it because they have to. But it's a night he's going to get booed all night long. And so it's an awkward thing when you're like, celebrate this man, everyone. And everyone's like, but we don't want to. We want the opposite. So I think
Is there anybody that's going to cheer this guy?
Yes.
Totally.
This is what I'm saying.
50-50, 70-30?
They're going to take this moment to thank you for the good times and all the neat passes.
And then they're going to go back to booing him.
Correct. That's what I think will happen. You think straight boos all the way
I think
through.
a smattering of applause through deafening boos is my prediction.
That's probably right.
They'll be the one guy that's like,
I have no idea.
he was the engine. It'll be Kyper in the crowd.
No, there's going to be 500 Marner jerseys there tomorrow, you know? I
don't know.
Or sorry, next Friday.
I really don't know. We have a whole week to talk about it next week.
Good question. But we can't ask Austin because he said he's had enough of Austin or of Mitch Marner questions.
Speaking of jilted lovers, holy smokes,
Right?
jilted.
Right?
Jilt Kypreos over there.
All right. Are we through calls here or what?
Yeah, we're done.
Poor Mark Masters.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
done now.
Oh,
you won't even know where to ask him.
Masters is the master of just going in there and asking the question everybody needs to know the answer.
Mark can handle it.
Love Mark. Shout him out.
All right. Do you think we're up to our eyeballs in Mitch Marner talk? Wait for Doug McLean.
Oh, yeah.
Sammy, you ready? You
Can't
ready for
wait.
Doug McLean?
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
He's a plant. McLean's a plant from Kypreos plant.
Our thanks to all Leaf Line callers. Great stuff. All right, catch your breath. Off the Rails Friday. Doug McLean next. Time to take it off the rails on our national hour of the Real Kyper and Bourne Show. We are live on Sportsnet 650 in Vancouver, 960 in Calgary, and streaming always on Sportsnet Plus. Also available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and our favorite YouTube, where people give us thumbs up. Only if they like me.
Is that it?
Yeah, even if they don't like you or Sammy, then we're done.
Do we get thumbs down?
No.
Don't
Don't
you
go
mention
there.
it?
Don't.
Only up.
This hour, Real Kyper and Bourne, brought to you by Bet365. Also, Sammy, text
590. And what I always say during this hour is that the texts that come in right away are dominated by ones from Toronto. And I would prefer to not talk about the Leafs anymore because they
blew it.
They blew it. They suck. But just text from parts of the country. Text from Cape Breton. Text from Yukon. Text from BC. Text from all over the country, please. 590.
Let's not waste any time here. Let's bring in Doug Mclean, former NHL president, GM, and head coach. If you heard Sammy Mac, no talking about the Leafs, no talking about Marner, because, well, first of all, if you say anything good about Marner, it's because I'm the plant. So apparently you don't.
No, Mac is.
But I'm feeding Mac.
Okay.
Right? They think I feed you to say good things about Marner because apparently you don't have a mind of your own. You don't have an opinion.
So, anyway, let's not talk about Marner. I mean, look, he gets booed in his home building by those Leaf fans. I mean, he's going to go down as one of the greatest Leafs of all time, I guess, or one of the few. But here's my question, and this, I think this will make Sammy feel better. The situation is, when you're a coach or GM, would you rather have your team play a back-to-back game and come back to Vegas, or would you rather have your team with a night off in Vegas? Because the Leafs had a night off in Vegas, and in the third period, they played like they had a night off in Vegas.
Do you think they ran out of steam, Mac? Do you think maybe under-rested?
Well, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there for fodder, but I mean, when I remember managing, we didn't want a night off in Montreal, we didn't want a night off in Vegas,
Guys don't go out anymore,
I
I
thought. Had a night off in Vegas, and they went. They probably went to Cirque du Soleil or something like that, and it seemed to hurt their legs in the third period because it was not great.
We saw a good Toronto Maple Leaf version this season in Colorado, Mac, and then they had the scheduled loss.
I didn't see the Colorado game. I'm talking about Vegas.
I know, but I'm asking you, from the best to the challenging, what's in store for this team just prior to the Olympics here? Is this make or break week for the Leafs?
Just one more thing on Vegas. I think when you finish that game and you say, okay, what did Stone do? This guy, he can hardly get up and down the ice at times, and yet he's a stud for them. He's their consummate leader. Hannafin was good. Theodore was good. Marner was good. I mean, they're important guys. The kid, the young Russian, was great. I mean, they still got some Eichel. They've still got the go-to guys there. And the Leafs are developing that. Matthews is starting to get his game going. I know Johnny's been good for most of the year, but they're coming around. They're coming around slowly, but I think the Cirque du Soleil killed them. I really think it did. It's an inspiring show, and I think it threw them for a loop.
I think Willie participated in Cirque du Soleil and pulled his groin, and that's why he couldn't finish the game. Unfortunate side effect.
You know what? You watch Matthew, or you watch Marner, and I mean, this kid, you move him to center ice, you move him to the wing, you put him on the point on the power play. He plays like a sulky candidate every year. He picks up a couple of points. He has to listen to the boos in his own building. I know it's going to be tough in Toronto, but I hate to keep saying it, but man, do they miss him? Do they miss him?
This isn't per se.
Did Sammy go and puke right now? Did he leave the set and puke or what?
He's alive.
Mac was texting me some incendiary things today about this, so it's all good, Mac.
Mac, this isn't a Willie thing, but it puts Willie in the greater part of what I'm saying here is that now we've got Willie battling something like other guys in the league, and to points in Tampa. We don't really know too much on either one of them, yet we know they're up against the Olympics. And Mac, if you're an owner or general manager here, and we've put these players in a position to go, God, I got to get ready for the Olympics too. I need to take another day or two off here and miss a few games, even if I have to, as long as nobody knows I'm okay here. But what a horrible thing for some owners and some general managers who may have their jobs on the line have to be up against here. Their star players trying to balance helping their hockey club and being ready to serve their country.
Well, I think I said it last Friday that there was a couple of guys in Ottawa bothering me like that, and you I didn't mention any names because I don't do that. You mentioned a couple of names because you do that. You're the insider.
No.
I agree with you. It's, look, playing in the Olympics is a dream come true. I get all that. I mean, I was there as a fan, a couple of 2 or 3 Olympics, and it was a thrill of a lifetime. So I understand that. But when you're making 12 or 7 or 10 or $12 million a year, you got to perform for your team. There's no denying that. By the way, I have to get this out. First of all, Gerard Gallant, I want to, he's left. He left Russia, and I've read some stories from Russia. I've talked to him a lot. I've talked to him a lot the last month, and he's doing extremely well. He feels terrific. As I said, Russia is not for everybody. Okay? It's not for everybody. As a matter of fact, one of the highlights of my career when I used to have to go to Russia a couple of times a year was what the day I would leave Russia would be the highlight of my year. Okay?
Be careful here.
But I'll never forget leaving Russia one time, and we were there, and we got on the plane, and it was an Aeroflot, and they said that it wasn't balanced. The plane wasn't balanced, weight balance.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting near the front. All of a sudden, they said they were going to balance the plane. All of a sudden, I see our team skate sharpener coming up the steps and being put in and buckled into the front seat of the plane. Our team skate sharpener buckled into the front seat of the plane. Bob Mason, you remember Mason that played for us in Washington?
Yep.
His girlfriend at the time and wife was a flight attendant, and she started to cry. And I'm thinking, okay, just a minute. The flight attendant is crying. What am I supposed to think with this skate sharpener strapped in right in front of me in the plane? Anyway, we got off the ground and we landed in St. Petersburg, Moscow to St. Petersburg. So I felt good about it. But anyway, I just wanted to give you an update on Gerard, and he's doing really well. And
skate sharpening, flight attendants, and Gerard.
Was it a hang glider? That was going to make the difference between living and dying?
Mac,
seriously.
We wish Gerard the best in recuperating
Get
with
him back in the league.
Some of the
back.
issues. Speaking of one of his old clubs, the New York Rangers, Chris Drury put out a message to the fans about a retool.
I don't think he had to. Didn't they put a message to Chris Drury? I thought I heard a message from the fans to Chris Drury the other night.
Yeah, they've been chanting his name a lot at MSG.
That's a bad feeling. That is a bad feeling, and I don't blame him. I liked it when we used to play and they'd have the Potvin chant in there, and then they'd do the Carol Alt chant. I liked that one when I'd be on the bench, and Carol Alt would be walking down the steps, and they'd go. Carol always come in 5 minutes into the first period, and they'd do the Carol chant. Chris would have preferred the Carol chant to his chant. It's not easy as a GM.
I would have imagined you were so focused coaching that you wouldn't hear any of that.
Well, I used to hear the Carol one, and my assistant Lindy would poke me and say, "Oh, have a look at it. Look over there." And I said, "Oh, okay." But
Mac,
anyway, look, it's not a good feeling. There's no denying that.
Can the Rangers retool. They won't say rebuild, and they think that there's a core that they can build around here. Like, I don't know, who are we talking about? Building around JT Miller still?
First of all, if I'm not mistaken, Gerard Gallant was 20 games over 500 the last year he coached in New York. Okay, he lost in the first round of Jersey. The year before that, he went to the conference finals. Basically the same team. They brought in Laviolette, totally bombed. They bring in Sullivan, supposed to be the best coach in the NHL, disaster. So, maybe Chris should have spent a little more time with Gerard, is all I'm saying, because he's been the best coach they've had there in the last 5-6 years. Anyway, just saying that. I know he's from PEI. I know he's a great friend of mine, but come on. It's a bad look. This is a bad hockey team right now. Bad team. And so he sends out a letter. I mean, the New York fans. Do you think they care if they get a letter? Seriously. Come on.
That it's funny because by the way, before I forget to say it, I just want to tell you that I love that shirt. It's got a corduroy light green thing going on. That's a really great shirt.
Well, you know what? It's cooled off. It's down to the low 60s here today, and we're going out to dinner. We're right after, and I thought I'd dress it up a little bit of a northern look as I go out tonight.
Yeah.
You got matching bottoms, or did
that would really set it off.
No. His thighs would set it off.
I think it's a one piece. It's a romper.
I don't have matching bottoms on right now. Stand up.
All right.
Okay, one more comment I want to jump in on here.
Oh no.
I've got a couple. I want to talk about my man Schaefer. Okay.
Okay.
Now he's yours.
The Islanders went in last night and won 1-0 in Edmonton. Sorokin may be the best goaltender in the NHL right now, and has been all season. They go in there without Horvat, Palmieri. Schaefer plays 28 minutes, okay? I'm going to make a comment right now, and you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I'm going to make a comment, and I want you to hang with it for a few years. I was with Nick Lidstrom his first year in the NHL in Detroit. This is the best young defenseman to come along since Nick Lidstrom.
Woo.
Remember I said that.
Yeah. I watched him real closely 2-3 weeks ago against the Leafs. I was just blown away.
Yeah.
He's dynamic. He's
a special kid. I don't know him at all. Just to listen to him and to watch him and to see what his teammates think of him and the coaching staff think of him, it's pretty special to watch.
So do we mess up not taking him to Canada or to the Olympics?
Well, I said that a couple of weeks ago. I don't want to harp on that. I mean, I'm not one of those guys that come lately. I make the comments.
You are a told you so guy. You are an I told you so guy. There's no doubt.
Another told you so guy that I want to touch on is Tage Thompson in Buffalo. This guy, when he decides he wants to play, and he does most nights, watching him take over a game, he's Austin Matthews to the Buffalo Sabres right now, boys. And if he keeps it, if he keeps growing as a leader and a player, Buffalo are going to be hard to knock out of the playoffs. Okay,
2 years ago we were
done with evaluation.
Tage Lemieux.
Tage Lemieux. We were calling him Tage Lemieux 2 years ago.
You were. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were ahead of you.
Yeah, he's a horse. This guy, he's a horse.
Mac,
no denying.
Who's in better shape? We mentioned the Rangers, but where's Vancouver here and Jimmy Rutherford?
I thought you were talking about who's in better shape because I told you guys what Jill got me for Christmas.
No, you did not.
Peloton or what?
What? I didn't tell you.
No.
Well,
shake weight.
I wake up Christmas morning. I get the envelope, and now I have a personal weightlifting trainer.
No.
So I go to LA Fitness, and I have my own personal strength coach. Okay.
Wow.
Like I feel like an NHL player. So I've been 2 weeks now, and I mean, honest to God, I feel you wouldn't. I just finished pickleball before I come on with you guys. Had to shower up because I went hard, and that combined with the strength training, it's like I'm a machine. It's scary.
You are.
Nice gift, though, eh? Isn't that a nice gift?
That is the equivalent of getting your wife a vacuum, isn't it? Getting your husband a gym pass.
Who's got a tougher job, Mac? Drury in New York or Jimmy Rutherford in Vancouver?
Well, Jimmy's got an easier job because he's the president, which means he can pin it all on Patrick Alvin. I said a year ago when I watched them play, and I said they had one Canadian on the team, and they're going to have some problems because of it. I don't think I was wrong. But they've changed that a little bit. I feel bad. Like, I watched them play Columbus the other night. Like, I mean, I know they battled back a little bit, but, man, they are a mess. They are a mess. And, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they got to figure it out. I mean, Cami Granato's the head of pro scouting. I was gonna have coffee with Dale Talon, who works with him. I was gonna question him, where are you guys going? But Dale's not gonna say anything. You know, I can't blame him for that. But anyway, everybody I have coffee with gets a job. I have dinner with Rick Bowness. He gets a job. I have coffee with Talon. He gets the job. I mean, Hexie will be the next one. I had coffee with him in the spring, so he'll be the next one.
Why would Rick take a job when he can enjoy boating so much?
Oh, my God, I've never heard so much about his boat. So I'm out with him, and he tells me he got a great deal. He rents a boat from this thing, and he goes out one day a week. And I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. Joe and I thought maybe we should rent a boat. We can take it out, you know, once a month, or, you know. Next thing I know, in Columbus, all they're talking about is his boat. His boat.
You're like, he rents.
Donnie Waddell phoned him when he was on his boat. And where's his boat now? Well, it's in the slip. And I'm thinking, he told me it was a rental. It's taken over. I'm thinking, I'm going to phone him and see if I can buy his contract.
What a funny thing to heat him out of.
The guy hasn't even been on the job a week, and you're calling him a liar.
His boat's a rental.
No.
He doesn't even have one.
He doesn't even have a boat. He's faking having a boat.
I mean, Aaron's port line's got to come up with a different line than his boat. He left his boat, and the boat was in. Anyway.
If our show has any purpose at all, it's this.
Hey, what a dream job. You get a coaching job at 71 or whatever he is, and his first two games are against Calgary and Vancouver.
That had to be on purpose, right? That had to be on purpose. They saw a soft spot coming and put him in a position to succeed.
Why do you didn't you see Dean Evason's comments today? He's wild. I was told last night he was wild about getting fired.
Oh, really?
Dean's easy to go wild, by the way, but apparently he was really, really ticked off. I mean, you're sitting there, you won on the road, a big win, and then you know you're coming home with 6 of the next 7 at home, and you look and you got Calgary, Vancouver, they got to go to Pittsburgh, and then they're home for another 4 or 5. It would have been a chance. So, look, I'm thrilled for Rick that he got a job because he's a great person, and I've known Rick since we were 17 years of age playing junior in Quebec. So I'm thrilled for him, but plus I may get a chance to get to get that deal with the boat. I don't know. I mean,
Maybe he'll own it next time.
Listen, you spent your first 10, 11 years there. How frustrated is this for a fan base that just continues to be there for them and see little results here?
Yeah, and they, it was actually good to see them win. And I was looking today, and they're 6-7 points out. But if you look at the Metropolitan, they're close in the Metropolitan. They're only 5 out, of sneaking into the Metropolitan top 3. So that may be easier than the wild card. But you know what? This fan base, they are unbelievable. I mean, they are there through thick and thin. And you know what? It's been getting really edgy this year. I follow them close every year, obviously. But they've been getting edgy. They've been on ownership. They've been on the coaching. They've been on Waddell. They've been on everybody. So they 25 years, the worst winning percentage of any franchise in the last 25 years in the league. I mean, they deserve it. The fans deserve it. They've been loyal, and look, they're good people, and I'd love to see them have some success. So, but we'll see. I mean, they're right there with, it's so bizarre because you got 8 or 10 teams.
Well, that's I was going to ask you about Ottawa. They're also, sort of. What are they, 5-6 points, something like that out of a playoff spot here, but there's just so many teams to get over. If they get some saves, could they do it? Is there still enough runway to make playoffs?
Well, Allmark did I see Allmark on the ice today?
Yes.
Oh, was he on the ice?
You
Okay.
did.
I saw him on the ice today with pads on. Can you believe it? He had pads
That's good.
on. So if that, look, the team has played well, and they had no goaltending. You're right. You're right, 100%. They've got to get great goaltending, and hopefully he comes back and he's in the right headspace, and he can help because, I've been on their wagon, but I don't know who's getting in. Buffalo are right there.
You
now.
tell us. You're the Friday expert. Boston won the other night. Buffalo's not slowing down. Florida's playing tonight. Carolina.
Yeah. And they're not going to slow down as they get healthier with Tkachuk coming back. I look, and Bobrovsky. It's going to be a dogfight. I don't know. I really don't. You guys pull up my predictions. I've given them to you like once a month. I give them my predictions. Does Sammy just throw them out or what?
If that's true, we've never seen him.
I'm not listening. So,
how about giving us a prediction where Dougie Hamilton ends up?
Yeah, I'll give you another prediction before that one. I watching Montreal last night. They're still a little small, and they got run out last night a little bit. Okay, and all I kept thinking about Montreal is Kadri. Can they get Kadri? Can he move into that number 2 spot with Montreal, because it would change it would really help their team.
They're trying.
So that's one I'll say. Hamilton, I don't know. You know what I don't follow Doug Hamilton too well. He can go anywhere and help a team. I don't pay a lot of attention to him. I really don't. Why would you have me on this show and bring up Doug Hamilton's name when I never watched New Jersey play? Seriously. Last time I saw him play, I think he was in Carolina.
Well, there's talk about him maybe going back there.
Is there?
You know what? Somebody will pick him up, and obviously, Tommy Fitz. I feel Tommy Fitz is one of my favorite people, and I don't like. He's taking a ton of heat right now, and he's a stand-up guy, and he's standing in there. And you got twin brothers. Sometimes it's not the perfect situation when there's a third one in the league, and they're all stars. It's sometimes it gets challenging to make it all work and fit. So I feel for him,
So some of these teams, I want to get your sense of when you think is the right time to add externally in a rebuild, because I'm looking at a guy like Elias Pettersson who's out there for teams. You can get some decent players. Apparently, Panarin might be available. If you're a team like the Sharks or you're Utah and you're starting to come out of these longer rebuilds, is it too soon for teams like that to try to add established talent, or would you just kind of slowly continue this whole build thing?
I think Utah should take a step, should try to take a step. I really do. I think they've got enough talent right now that if they do, they could be a team you may not want to play. So I really think they're ready. San Jose a little early. I think the kid in the coach there, a young guy. Clark knows him well. He was with the Chicago USHL. He was with Chicago in the American League. The guy's a good coach. He's done a good job this year. I'd pronounce his name if I could pronounce it, but he's done a really good job. Waforsky or something?
Warsofsky?
Warsofsky. But you know what? Celebrini has been such a great story. I don't think Dougie Hamilton's a fit for them. I see him going more to a contender, and a Utah's a team that could really. With the ownership they have, with the situation with the franchise, I got to believe you'd think they're going to be pretty active.
The one thing, too, is Utah quietly probably has more picks and more prospects than available to upgrade in a trade than maybe any other team in the league. So
exactly. And that's your guys' team's Sammy's team's problem. They just can't afford to give any more assets away right now. They can't. They simply can't.
Yeah. Vancouver and the Rangers are challenging there, and they're talking about rebuilds and retools.
Retool. Yeah.
That in itself, right?
How many retools do you get? Like, how many rebuilds have Vancouver had? Seriously.
Kyper's Rangers ruined them.
We were talking 3 years ago that the Vancouver Canucks looked like they were going to be a contending team, and you lose your 3 your 3 impact players, you give them away in Horvat, Quinn, and Miller. I mean, where do you find 3 players like that, and then you give them and you lose them?
How did it go so badly? It seems very sudden.
Seriously, where it started to go badly was we had 2 kids that couldn't get along. 2 kids,
but even farther back, right? Like the Boudreau hiring and firing.
Injury. And Demko's injury really set them back.
Yeah.
And whatever other reason, I don't know. Too few Canadians. It's another reason. But anyway, that's just my own opinion. I'll get in trouble for that, but that's okay.
Not by us.
I don't know. I mean, especially in Vancouver, it just seemed like that whole situation between Miller and Pettersson went on forever. And
forever.
And
I mean, I told you I had Olawan, Odeline. Well, they went out in the car garage and beat the snot out of each other.
And then it was over.
Get it over with, you know? Seriously. Get it over with.
In Vancouver, that would have been a pay-per-view.
Well, you probably wouldn't want Petty fighting Miller. Probably not.
Yeah, very.
But, he could have slapped him. You know?
Oh, my God. Anything else bothering you?
A guy that I keep bringing his name up, and I can't believe how good a player he is and how frustrated he might be is Werenski. This guy is and you guys, we've talked about it earlier in the season. This guy, he's with an injury for a couple of weeks. He comes back, and this kid is such a talent and such a good defenseman. And that's another reason why Columbus have got to get it going here. They've got to get it going because eventually Werenski's going to say, what am I doing here?
Werenski, more goals and minutes than Makar, 11 more points than Quinn Hughes, potentially
unbelievable.
Maybe the Norris favorite as of today.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, and he doesn't have a bad game.
Yeah.
I mean, this kid, and he doesn't say, all he does is say the right thing and play the right way. I don't even know the kid, but I remember when Don Boyd drafted him with Columbus and telling me about him. And I mean, right on the money. He has been that good since day one.
28
Detroit
years old
kid.
in his prime.
He could have played it out. He could have played it out and went and signed in Detroit, Michigan kid. And he's loyal. He's loyal to CBJ. And it's good to see.
Don't you remember it was Werenski or Seth Jones? Who do you keep?
Yeah. I think they made the right call.
Yeah.
And
that's good call.
Seth Jones has been
he's been good too. He's been good too.
Great career. Stanley Cup winner and great career.
Kirill Kaprizov money in 2 years.
All right, Mac. Great job.
Thanks a lot for having me on. Sammy, grow up and let the whining go.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair advice. Not going to listen, but that's fair advice.
And show some class and honor your boy Marner. Okay?
Never. We will never surrender, Mac. Never surrender.
Oh, no. Thanks for having me on, guys. It's Jill, I'll be right there. I know we're late for dinner. I'll be there. Patient on
5:28, late for dinner.
The one, the only, Doug Mclean. All right.
Game time. We got a million good.
I'm not even. I'm going to stop asking him questions.
He was awesome today. He brought it. It was great.
I don't know how awesome it is when I ask him about one team and then he jumps right to another team.
That's what politicians do, right? Yeah. When you're like, hey, tell me about this. And you're like, yeah, you know what really sets me off, though? Totally different tangent.
How could you ask me about Doug Hamilton?
Doug Hamilton's amazing.
I don't watch that guy.
Yeah. Game time?
Game time.
It's game time presented by Bet365. Visit the app for latest odds and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Listen 19 plus, Ontario only. Please play responsibly. Arguably the best weekend of the year in the National Football League this weekend. It is the divisional round weekend. 4 fantastic games. And every year I do a 14 parlay on this weekend. It's my favorite.
Oh, you did well last year, didn't you?
I did do well last year. I made some money. I rode Jaden Daniels and the Commanders all the way to the bank. This year, the 4 games that we have, obviously, Buffalo versus Zsa Zsa Gabor's Denver Broncos, the 49ers and the Hawks, the Houston Texans and the Patriots, and the LA Rams going to Chicago to take on the Bears in frigid temperatures in Chicago. Not looking great for that. Give me the Bills, the Niners in an upset. Sam Darnold's oblique, already barking on him. Feels like you need an oblique to throw a football. Don't love that for the Seahawks. Give me the Patriots and give me the Bears. And that parlay plays almost 30-1. So go out there, have some fun on the NFL divisional round. Can't wait. My couch this weekend. Just pray for it, okay? Pray for my couch.
There you go, man. That's awesome.
Bills cannot lose.
Have to win.
Have to win.
And like I said, our boy Jaja, diehard Broncos fan, loves them. I just said, brother, he's also a Jays fan. Leafs fan. Like, it's going to be a tough weekend for you, bud. Bo's gone. Leafs lose to Marner, and your beloved Broncos they're about to hit.
I also know as a Jets fan that Sam Darnold will win a Super Bowl at some point. So that's just how
oblique, though?
Yeah, oblique, you're cooked.
That's not good. Anyways, that was Game Time presented by Bet365. Visit the app for latest odds and see why it's ever ordinary at Bet365. Must be 18 plus. Ontario only. Please play responsibly.
Okay, we'll take a quick break. We're going to text 590-590. Are they all in?
We got a lot of really good ones.
We do.
I'm so happy with the audience for listening to me. We got some good ones.
They're coming up next when we return to Real Kyper and Bourne.
From the 680.
As a reminder, this hour of Real Kyper and Bourne brought to you by Bet365. Nick Kypreos, Justin Bourne, Sammy McKee. You know, it's a tough week when the Jays don't get the guys that they want. Bo Bichette gone.
Yeah.
Your Leafs lose.
Mm-hmm.
And now Luke Fox is giving it to me because I told him to play red number 4 in Vegas. And now he's like telling me it paid out the same when he appears on our show.
$500, eh?
Wow,
That's
good
a nice
hit.
payout on
Good
good
hit.
4.
And just quickly on the Bo thing, okay? I fully realize that the Jays are still a good team.
Yeah.
And like they did a lot of their work last season without
just
Bo
like
Bichette.
keep a good player.
I just love Bo Bichette.
He's a great player.
He's a great player.
No, he's one of the best
awesome Blue Jay.
hitters in baseball.
Yes.
It goes back to special players.
Yeah.
Once you have them, you got to hold on to them.
I mean,
it's tough.
Do you think he was open to staying, or do you think he wanted to go to a big American
I just think he was highest bidder.
Yeah.
And the Mets gave him $42 million a year. So
No,
it's hard to say no.
He might. I don't think there was a big push to keep him. And there's some suggesting that he wasn't the most popular guy in the room, and they're a tight group. They're a tight group, and Bo wasn't necessarily
Kyper
as
Nicholas
tight.
passing over here all of a sudden. Look at this scoop. Wow.
Just telling you. Hey,
Not telling you what I know.
It's a small city.
Got your ear to the ground in some high places.
Sports community is only so big.
We got some fantastic text, so let's jump right into it. This one's from Luke in BC. I was curious what teams outside of Canada, USA, Sweden, and Finland you guys are most interested to watch at the Olympics. Not necessarily based on you thinking they are going to medal, but just personal interest. Thanks, guys. Love the show.
Germany.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
It's the top end guys, right?
No, it's the country. We need Germany going here. We need to turn them into a powerhouse. I don't know how it happens, but hockey's got to develop there to the point where if we want to grow the game, you got to grow it in Germany. That's where all the money is, boys.
Well, I got to tell you, not bad to grow the game when you got Leon Draisaitl, Mo Seider kicking around, Tim Stützle. Like, those are legitimate NHL
great start.
like top tier 1 class players. So, mix in, what do they got? Grubauer, Reichel,
We can only
Sturm.
do Sweden and Finland so much.
Bring us Germany, apparently. That was a surprising answer.
I would worry, though. I mean, this is to your, I hate feeding the beast here. But if you're, for example, Michael Anlauer or your Cates or whoever the people running the Oilers, and you're like, so I'm just sending this over to this German federation where they're trying to win every single game, and they're going to play my guy 35 minutes in this game. It's like, how many minutes is Mo Seider going to play for the German
They can't play
national
more
team?
than they play for their own teams.
No, they're going to play 4. Seider's playing 40 a night.
It's so much more, too. It's like if something happens during the game, who's the doctor that looks at it? Who assesses him? Who puts him back
Healing
on
Hans.
the ice? Healing Hans, right?
Matthews looks pretty good.
I am telling you, it's an issue.
Yeah.
You got $100 million players over there, and it's like I just hand them over.
But
I get that.
Didn't this just happen to the Four Nations with
Yeah,
McAvoy?
Theodore was hurt. Oh, yeah, McAvoy. That
Right?
Yeah.
Didn't McAvoy, wasn't there like a disagreement between the Wild and the Bruins doctors? That was a thing,
that's
right?
That's a thing. It's
coming
real.
Back. Czechia, David Pastrnak, Martin Necas, pretty exciting. Hurdle, they got some dudes.
And I will say
Not
this
exactly
too.
a cupcake
It's
for
like
Canada to start.
No,
it's
maybe Yager.
we got a lot of great Russian players.
Yeah.
And I get the political scope and all of that, and I'm not weighing in on it at all. But
So you support the invasion of Ukraine, is what you're saying? Sorry, I'm kidding. I get the point you're making. It'd be great to see them play hockey.
It would
just hockey.
It would be fun if we could just get again the best hockey players in the world. battling.
I personally would really miss having Russia there and having them turn on each other and having Canada beat the Brits
and have
off.
them finish seventh
like
again.
always.
Yeah.
Like that
They're
happens every.
super good at finishing seventh.
They're great at that. They have all the best players in the world. They all turn on each other and they lose. That's how the Russian hockey always ends up. Let's go with. This is the one from Johnny in BC. Another BC question. What should the Canucks ask for in return for an EP40 deal to get it done with the LA Kings? LA Kings specific. Is that a thing?
Kings are funny because it's like, I don't know what they have, like in terms of like their prospect depth or anything. You're looking for off the roster players. Like I know people have this fantasy that you're going to get Quentin Byfield out of LA. Like on what planet would they ever do that? They got a 6'5" developing centerman who doesn't make as much in EP40. People aren't sure if he loves the game every day. I don't know.
The thing is with especially Vancouver, it's like, what is realistic here? When you don't have like high-end prospects that you've developed your own and you just traded Quinn Hughes to get them back here, what is realistic here on when Vancouver can compete again? 3 years? 5 years?
Oh, well, not 5.
Not 5?
5's too many. You can turn things around quicker than that.
Not if you don't have assets to start moving around. It's really hard. And the Rangers, they're going to have a tough time here, especially when you look at their first-round picks over the last 10 years.
A lot of them 4 firsts in the next 3 years.
So
Rangers first?
So
the other one is the Wild.
So those picks, JB, those picks, when can they come in and contribute and
guess
make the team strong?
It depends, like you don't
On
have
average.
to use them all 4 players. So if the Canucks finish 32nd this year, then Gavin McKenna or whatever, Ivar Stenberg can play for him next year.
What did they do with the Rangers first? Because they got a first rounder for JT Miller, right? Wouldn't they have that one still? Or did they use that one this year?
Must
Or did they
have.
trade it?
I bet, pal. I don't know.
Pedersen? The other Pedersen?
You'd say all the words you want. I'm not going to know the answer.
Anyways.
When Miller got traded, last
year?
January?
Yeah.
So I think they used it this draft.
Okay.
The only thing they have now is Minnesota's first rounder from Quinn Hughes and their own. So they've got 2 picks in the first round this year. They got their 27, 28. So they've got pieces to play with. But what are you trading for? If you're going to flip one, the only reason you flip a first rounder is to go get a guy that can help you win now.
No, you're not doing that.
You're not doing that.
You're making your picks.
So you're making your picks.
So yeah,
but on average, can you get lucky and get, a Celebrini? Or you're going to have to wait 3 or 5 years for these guys to develop.
Here's a good example. Take the Islanders who, did they make playoffs last year? I honestly don't remember. They might have missed. They were close, whatever. No, they did not.
No.
They got lucky with the Schaefer bounce. I recognize that. But they also traded Dobson, got 2 first-round picks for a pretty good player. They turned those picks into Atchison, who they drafted 16th, who now I've seen in redrafts might be as high as 5th or 6th, and Eklund, who's also, a very highly rated guy. They're coming. Already they're coming. They traded Brock Nelson. They got Cal Ritchie. They turned things quickly. Can the Canucks do this they moved on from Hughes? Can you do it now with Pedersen? Can you do it with Sherwood
Carolina wants
and turn it quickly?
Pedersen. Carolina would take him.
Would they?
Yeah. So a first
They have
plus,
trouble getting top-end scoring.
Stankoven, Kotkaniemi.
Well, they're trying to get rid of that anchor,
right?
I think. I don't think
so.
that's
I don't know.
much of an
4
asset.
pieces. Could you get 4 pieces out of Carolina?
I hear people say that, but don't you just want the best piece you can get? Just give me the best piece I can get out of you.
So this is I'm going straight off. This guy says Bob Lee Swagger, who texted me in. So if he's not right, you can call up Bob Lee Swagger. But he says the Canucks traded the New York Rangers first rounder for Marcus Pedersen and Drew O'Connor. They have 3.
Drew O'Connor's pretty good.
They have 3 first rounders this year because Ottawa forfeited theirs, so the Canucks get the 33rd pick, bumps up to 32.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
Interesting.
Bob Lee Swagger. Good job, buddy.
It's just
going
to take time.
Do you think there's any chance the league throws Ottawa a bone with that first rounder and just says, remember Ilya Kovalchuk? They took away the draft pick for that bad contract, and then at the end they said, okay, you can have the last pick in the first round. You can pick 30th or whatever it was for.
I don't think it gets.
You think Ottawa gets the 32nd?
I think it was
pick?
easy to do it. How long ago now? 15 years? 20 years?
Yeah.
I don't know if they can go back and.
It's a pretty massive penalty for a thing that the current owner had nothing to do with.
So what? You sell the team and you get the do-over?
No, I just feel like, it just seems like a big penalty.
It is a big penalty.
Yeah.
But it was a big mistake.
Yeah.
Is that Pierre Dorian's?
Yeah.
Yes, but by the same token, Dorian did a lot of good things too. But that
Make
was
up for it.
Yeah.
This is the rare dual text. Hi, boys. This is from Colin and Abby in Fredericton. So a dual text. Seeing San Jose pull off a comeback win against Dallas, could they make a surprise playoff run if Greer adds at the deadline? Makes me think of the 2008 Penguins. Sometimes these young teams click with the right veterans and make a run. Cheers.
They also have the assets to do stuff.
But this is, I think, a really strong temptation that teams fight to say, okay, we're back. And then they push their chips in where it's like, just wait. Just let it all come another year here before you're not going to win the cup.
No, I disagree. I think he can do something and not derail what you're talking about and still put those kids in a position to
play important
better
games.
challenge, learn, feel it, and then hit it running next year. Whether
you can sell me on that where it's like, let's get into games that matter. And
yes.
Yeah. I think back to the early Leafs days when they had Matthews and Marner and Nylander were all in their first or second years. They go and get Brian Boyle, old turtleneck there.
Thomas
Plekanec, yeah.
Leafs legend.
Yeah.
Lou traded a second for him.
Listen, one guy can change the whole perception of your whole organization. Schaefer's doing it with the Islanders, and Celebrini's doing it with San Jose.
Let's take a minute on this kid.
Guys who would never think about going to San Jose should really think about jumping on this guy's coattails.
Yeah.
See the play he made against, was it the Caps?
Yeah.
Not last night or the night before?
Fought and won a battle, cut back, fought and won a battle, through the legs, past goal. And that was the night before or after that he ripped a 98-mile-per-hour one-timer. 98.5.
He's so good.
I mean, the fact that he has a missile of a one-timer on top of this whole package.
And he could have played at the World Juniors this year.
You know what's,
probably would have won
we talk about
him and Schaefer neck and
the
neck.
standings holding up a lot of things with trades, right? Who's buyers, who's sellers. The other thing I keep hearing about what's holding up trades more than anything else is these no-move clauses or these limited lists of 10 teams or 12 teams. And some teams put a lot of work in what they do, and then they turn around and they hear, hey, he doesn't want to come.
Yeah.
Don't want to go. Don't want to go. And you know who's one of the teams that struggles the most right now?
Jersey.
Toronto.
You guys don't want to go to
Don't
Toronto.
want to go.
Yeah.
Don't want to go. Oh, you're on my list. Don't want to go. It's tough.
It's a nutty
hard.
team to have on your list to me. Like,
It's hard.
Yeah. No, I mean, it certainly, I mean, Winnipeg, I'm sure, is like, hey, we can only trade for a third of the league. Anyone with a no trade clause, no offense, but like, it's just colder and a smaller city, and that's not top of people's
guys
list.
are just get to pick and choose more than ever. And
but that to me is the fault of GMs.
you can't just hand these things out like they're candy.
Well, and you should negotiate the list harder than 10's a round number. How about 10? Can I get you to 9, 8? Can
5?
we work? Yeah, can we work this to, like, you know what I mean? Like that's an important number. How many teams you're limited to.
This one is from Kind-Hearted on our YouTube chat. What do you think needs to be done to improve OT? And if Nylander scored, if Nylander played, he would have scored.
Massive movement right now online for everyone's that got the over and back thing. I think they're doing it in some league in Sweden or something like that, where you can't bring the puck back, or they call it like an offside, and then you do it a second time and it's a penalty. So, I don't think that helps us a ton.
I can't think of a better time to ditch the thing.
Yeah, you just don't have a better idea, though.
5-on-5 for 10 minutes. We all grunt, and then they just get a tie.
Work around restructuring the standings, or the point structure in the standings.
That there is something to be said for that. Would help regulation time. I think if you 3 points for a regulation win, that would make people push harder late in the game, rather than just, okay, let's agree to get to OT, and then we'll have a different sort of game for the extra
The whole
point.
thing just bugs me. What bugs me is that we're giving up half a point for 3 on something that isn't promoted during 60 minutes of
But
your game.
it is a game state that can happen. So it's not.
It can.
Yeah.
Never does.
Very rarely, yeah.
Never in the playoffs. And we laugh at it if we ever suggest that we decide a game in the playoffs with it.
No.
Can't have that.
No. I still, it is a separate thing. It's really become format-wise a different style of hockey and one that's
Just
pretty gross.
you lose a game, you don't get a point. You're a loser.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you
But
can't do that with
losing
3-on-3
is
then,
losing.
I like watching 3-on-3 because one mistake is instant mayhem. That was the Leafs Vegas OT. Leafs controlled it.
Yeah.
One bad angle shot goes wrong.
People like
Philly one
watching.
was insane.
That was a wild
People
one.
like watching car accidents, right?
Yeah. And you're in the entertainment business. So if you want to run the car accident league, you'll sell tickets.
You love hits from behind. The Winter Classic should only be held somewhere where it's actually winter. That was one of the worst sporting events I've ever watched from Kyle and Stainer.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Which one? Sorry.
Florida outdoor game in Miami.
A little different.
This should be. He's
Not
right,
for.
though.
It was just for those markets.
Yeah.
Winter Classic should be winter scenes. Mammoth's going to be good.
What, you didn't like the lawn
Utah's-
chair and the umbrella
No, I didn't.
and the
But
Speedos?
those are markets in the league. Like, is there not some way to throw them a cookie too?
You gotta cheese it up in your local community.
Mike in Regina from Calgary. Gentlemen, what are your thoughts on the 3-goalie system the Oilers are currently playing with? Great show. Thank you.
What's it say about quarterbacks? If you got 2, you don't have 1.
Yeah. Got 3, you don't have 1.
Yeah, if you got 3 starting goalies,
There is the
you don't
importance
have
of
starting
having a
goalie.
third really good goalie now more than ever, but
for
just
the regular season. Yep.
don't have him hanging around the team.
Mhm.
He's got to be in the minors, ready to get plucked if you need him. But who loves 3 goalies around?
It is
It's
becoming
uncomfortable,
a frequency thing. I agree,
especially
though, just
in
like
practice.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the third, he
Guys
doesn't know where to
standing against
stand.
The boards, like,
Get out of
"Can
the
I have a
way!"
turn?"
Will Sammy take a sabbatical if the Leafs miss the playoffs and the Jays go back to being a 500 ball team? As a Canucks,
500.
as a Canucks and Jays fans, for my mental health, I should take a year off. My 3 jerseys owned in my entire life are JT Miller, Quinn Hughes, and Bo Bichette. I may have more mental anguish than Sammy right now. That's
Wow.
tough bounce.
Tough sweater.
Really tough.
Hey, it's not going perfect in Mini with Quinn Hughes.
No.
I think they're 500, maybe a game under 500 since getting him.
He
It's not going perfect.
The only thing that could change my mind is if this team goes deep.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't staying in Minnesota either.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
You think then they better flip him? They better flip him.
double
They
flip.
gave up a lot of assets. The Ranton, and it's coming.
You got to
If
see.
he's not going to resign, they'll trade him.
Got to see. Got to see where the
Back
team
on
ends
your
up.
trade board.
We'll know more. We'll know more in June.
What a way to end the show.
Our thanks to Doug Mclean, former NHL president.
Go
GM.
Tornadoes.
Tornadoes go.
Sorry, Kip.
I've worked here 4 years.
Yeah.
The red button.
Yeah.
I don't touch it. You turn it on. You
Yeah.
turn it off.
Yeah.
You turn it on. Sometimes you forget.
I
Like
know.
why?
I am sniffling. I'm snorting over here and picking my nose. I just don't want it
Buddy,
on.
that's all part of the charm of the show. We want to hear those sounds.
All right, I'll let her buck from now on.
Our thanks to all of you on your texts. Have a terrific weekend. Gotta go.